Step off that bridge now and just look down at those feet. And tell me, do you have any feet there?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, have you got anything on your feet?
No.
Are they bare feet?
Bare.
Bare feet. So as you're looking down at those feet, tell me, do they look male or do they look female?
Male.
They're male.
Dirty.
They're dirty. Male, dirty feet. Well, I'm going to...
Dusty.
Dirty and dusty. Well, in this very special place where you are, I'm going to put in front of you a spiritual mirror. And then I'm going to ask you to look into that mirror with each and every breath that you breathe and each and every word that I say to you. Your image in that mirror is going to become more and more into focus. So I'm going to count down from 3 to 1, and when I get to 1, I want you to look up from your feet into that mirror. So when you're ready, 3. Calling on that spiritual mirror now to come forward. 2. I'm placing it in front of you now, and 3. Very good. And as you look up now, the more I talk, the more and more into focus you become. And tell me, describe to me what you look like. What colour hair have you got there?
Black.
You've got black hair. Is it short or is it long?
Long.
Long. And tell me, are you male or female?
Male.
You're a male. And as you look at yourself there, you'll just have a knowing. How old do you feel? What numbers come to mind?
30.
You're 30 years old. If you're 30 years old, you'll know how old you are. And you'll know your name. So what do people call you in that life?
Shinty.
Shinty. Shinty, what colour skin do you have there?
Olive.
Olive. Shinty, I want you to look around now from the left to the right. And tell me, are you inside or are you outside, Shinty?
Outside.
You're outside. So what kind of day is it today?
Warm. Sunny.
Warm, sunny day. And as you look around, earlier on you told me that you'd got dirty feet, dirty bare feet. So have a look at that ground and tell me, what are you walking on there?
Soil.
Soil.
Dry.
Dry soil.
Red.
Red. So Shinty, what country are you in? Just have a knowing.
My country.
Your country. And does it have a name? What part of the world are you in?
South America.
You're in South America. Very good. Shinty, as you look around, do you see anybody else there?
Yes.
You do? Is it one person or is it many people?
A few.
A few. And what is it that they're doing? What are you doing there, Shinty? What's the purpose of you being in that place?
Home.
Home. So describe to me, what does your home look like?
Teepees everywhere.
Very good. So you're Indian, you're American Indian.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. And who are you in this American Indian tribe?
Shaman.
You're a shaman, I see. Are there any other shamans there?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So describe to me these people around you. Are they part of your tribe?
Mm.
Well, as you walk around in this camp, I want you to go
Chiricahua,
Chiricahua. What is Chiricahua? Apache. And tell me, do you have a wife or children
Yes.
in there? Well, as you walk around now, each and every step, going deeper and deeper into this past life memory, I want you to make your way to your teepee where your family is. And I see yourself there now. And describe to me, what does your wife look like? Is it a good match? And I want you to look into her eyes and tell me, what colour are her eyes there?
Brown.
They're brown. And as you look into those eyes, do you know that the eyes are the windows to the soul? And what I want you to do now is I want you to look deep and deep into those eyes. And I want you to telepathically and spiritually connect with those eyes. And tell me, your wife there, is she in your life today? Who is she?
Belinda.
Belinda. How wonderful. And tell me, how many children did you have in that life?
3.
3. See them there now and describe your children to me. Are they male or female?
2 boys.
2 boys.
1 girl.
And as you look at your children there, look into their eyes and see their souls. That's right, spiritually connect with that energy and tell me, are any of those children in your life today?
Yes.
Yes. Who are they? Who are the boys?
My son.
Very good. And who is the daughter?
My sister.
Very good. So tell me, what is going on in this camp? Why have you brought me to that scene? What is happening?
Start of a journey.
Describe this journey to me. Where are you going?
We move with the seasons.
I see. So
Follow the herds.
follow the herds. Very good. Well, now I've got all that information. What I want you to do is I want you to close that scene just as if you were flicking a switch of a remote control. And I want you to stay in the same timeline and move forward in that life to another important time when something significant is happening. So let's do that now, closing that scene, drifting and floating with your mind. Very good. Drifting and floating now, going forward. And I'm going to count down from 3 to 1, and when I get to 1, you're going to be forward in that life to another time when something significant is happening to you. So let's go now. 3, following that timeline now. Drifting and floating. 2, nearly there now. Preparing to connect. And 1, be there now. So tell me, Shindy, are you still at the same place? Look around and describe that place to me.
It's a harbour.
You're at the harbour. And what is it that you're doing at the harbour? Are you there alone or are you there with a group?
Loads and loads.
And what is it, what's the reason you're at this harbour?
Gunner.
For what, sorry?
Gunner.
Gunner?
Yeah.
What is that? Describe that to me.
Armoury.
Armoury. Are you collecting it?
Taking it on board.
You're taking it on board. I see. And are there other people there with you
Yeah.
taking this on board? And what's the reason that you're taking all this armoury on board? What is the purpose?
War.
War. So are you going to war?
Sort of.
Mm-hmm. And where are your family and children here?
None.
You have no family and children?
No.
So have you moved to another life?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So as you're loading this ship, tell me, are you male or are you female?
Boy.
You're a boy. How old do you feel there? Just see that number come to mind.
15.
You're 15 years old. And what do they call you in that life?
John.
Pardon?
John.
John. Good afternoon, John. Thank you for coming forward and working with me. John, do you know what country you're in there?
No.
You don't? And what are you doing on board this ship? Is that where you live, or is it
Yeah.
you live on that ship? And how do you feel about your life, John?
Bad.
Bad? Mm-hmm. And what colour is your skin there, John?
White.
You're white. So is it your purpose just to work on the ship?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And how are you treated on that ship?
Bad.
Bad. Mm-hmm. So who is in charge there? Who's in charge of you there?
Captain.
The captain. I want you to go towards that captain there. Just detach yourself from any pain, fear or emotion. And I want you to look into his eyes and tell me, as you connect with the eyes being the windows to the soul.
Devil.
He's the devil. I see. And tell me, is the soul of that captain in your life today? He's not there today. So John, what I want you to do is, I want you to tell me where this ship is going. I want you to see the ship sailing now. See the ship sailing through the seas and coming to shore, and tell me, where have you sailed to?
Islands.
Islands. Mm-hmm. And is that where you're dropping off the guns? Mm-hmm. These islands, what kind of temperature are they? Is it hot? It's hot. Mm-hmm. Do you feel that it's Australia, America, the Caribbean?
Canaries.
It's the Canaries. I see. And do you know what year it is there, John? You don't. So let's close that scene now, John. I want you to close that scene, and I want you to follow that life and that timeline and go forward to another important time when something is happening. So let's close that scene now and allow your mind to drift and wander, going forward. Very good. And I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and when I get to 1, you're going to be forward in that life. So when you're ready, 3, drifting forward now, 2, floating and drifting, nearly there, and 1. How old are you now, John?
Baby.
You're a baby. And are you a baby girl or a baby boy?
Boy.
You're a boy. And tell me, where is your mother?
Gone.
Where is she gone? Do you feel that she's alive, or has she just gone out of the building, or?
No, gone.
Gone. And what did people call you in that life, that little baby boy?
Colin.
Colin. Well, Colin, what I want you to do is I want you to look around. Look around your surroundings and tell me, Colin, what do you see around you? Are you inside or are you outside?
Inside.
You're inside. And as you look around, Colin, describe to me, what does the inside of this place look like?
Dark.
It's dark. And what reason?
Swirly walls.
Swirly walls. Well, if you're a baby in this dark room,
Small window.
a small window, and tell me, who is it that's looking after you there, Colin?
A lady.
A lady. And I want you to make an intention for that lady to be in front of you now, so that you can spiritually connect. And I want you to look into her eyes, Colin, and tell me, what colour are those eyes of hers?
Green.
They're green. And as you connect with those eyes, Colin, the eyes being the windows to the soul, I want you to go deeper and deeper, even deeper into those eyes to connect with that soul, so you can telepathically communicate. And tell me, is that lady in your life today? Who is she?
No.
She's not there today. So tell me, Colin, what happens to you if you say your mother is gone? Who is it that's caring for you?
Nurse.
The nurse. And do you have a father, Colin?
Sort of.
Sort of. Well, Colin, what I want you to do is I want you to close that scene as if you were flicking the switch of a remote control. So close that scene now and just allow your mind to go forward. We want to go forward in the same timeline to when something important is happening to you. So let's go drifting and floating through time and space. And I'm going to count down from 3 to 1, and when I get to 1, you're going to be at that time. So when you're ready, 3, drifting and floating, going deeper and deeper into that memory now. 2, connecting now, and 1. Be there now. So how old do you feel now, Colin? Just see those numbers come to mind.
9.
You're 9 years old. And take a look around and tell me, are you inside or are you outside?
At a pool.
You're at Liverpool?
A pool. Swimming pool.
You're at a swimming pool. And are you on your own, or have you got friends with you?
No friends.
How many friends have you got there, Colin?
3.
3 friends. And what do you call these friends? What's their names?
Neil. Gary.
Neil, Gary and Gary. Very good. And as you look at these friends of yours there, knowing that you can spiritually connect with their soul. Is Neil, Gary or Gary in your life today?
Sort of.
Sort of, thank you. So tell me, Colin, you said you didn't have a mother before. So who's looking after you now? Because you're still a very
Mum
young...
and Dad.
Your mum and dad? So you've gone to another life?
I'm adopted.
You're adopted. So how do you feel about these parents that have adopted you? Is it a good match?
No.
It's not a good match. So describe your mother to me. How do you feel about your adopted mother?
Cold.
She's cold. What is it that makes her cold? You'll be able to
Fear.
spiritually connect. What is she afraid of there, Colin?
Everything.
Everything. I want you to imagine that your mother is there in front of you, and I want you to feel her vibration and connect with her energy.
Prickly.
She's very prickly. Tell me, is that adopted mother in your life today? Who is she?
My mum.
She's your mum. So she's come back as your mother today. And what about your father in that life? How do you feel about that father?
He's alright.
He's alright. So do you have any brothers or sisters there, Colin?
Sister.
You have a sister. What's her name?
Helen.
What's her name?
Helen.
Helen. And how old is Helen now, Colin?
3.
She's 3 years old. And how do you feel about Helen?
Pain in the arse.
Pain in the arse. As you look at Helen now, spiritually connect with her eyes and tell me, is Helen in your life today, Colin? She is? Who is she?
My sister.
She's your sister. Very good. And now we've got all that information, Colin, what I want to do now is I want you to go to the last day of that life. So I want you to close that scene now. Very good. Allow your mind to drift and wander, going along that timeline now, drifting and floating. Totally detached from any pain, fear or emotion. I want you to be going to the last day of your life. So 3, 2 and 1. Be there now. So tell me, Colin, how old did you live to?
72.
72. So did you die of old age or did you die of illness?
Illness.
Illness. Describe that illness to me. Could you breathe properly?
No.
And tell me, as you see yourself now, as a 72-year-old man, is there anybody else around you on this last day? Who's there?
Strangers.
Strangers. Well, what I want you to do, Colin, I'm going to ask you in a moment to take a nice deep breath, and I'm going to ask you to step away from that body, step your soul to step out of that body. So when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in, Colin, and feel yourself stepping away from the vehicle of that body, and see yourself about 3 or 4 foot above the body now. Be there now. And as you're looking down at this body, tell me, did you fulfill everything in that life that you wanted to achieve?
No.
So describe to me, what were your goals? What did you come down to do?
Bring change
And did you bring change?
to some.
To some. Very good. Well, it's normal at this time when you pass over that someone comes to collect you. So what I want you to do now is I want you to just turn your head and look up into the sky, and as I continue to talk to you, see that something or someone coming towards you, and the more I talk, the more in focus it comes, as it comes clearer and clearer now till it's there in front of you. And describe to me, what do you see there, Colin?
Always.
All wings, how wonderful.
Always.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to step closer to that sensation and that vibration there until you're totally absorbed with that energy, and tell me how you feel now.
Happy.
Happy.
Relief.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd like permission to come with you now, and I'd like to follow you up to your soul family so that we can see what group that you're in. So allow me to come with you now and go drifting and floating up and up and up and up. Feel yourself detaching from that life now, going higher and higher, connecting with your soul family now, drifting up and up and up and up. And I'm going to count down from 3 to 1, and when I get to 1 I want you to be with your soul group. So when you're ready, 3, drifting up and up and up and up and up now, 2 and 1, be there now. And as you look around your soul group, describe to me how many people are in your group there, Colin? You can speak to me clearly.
I'm counting. I'm going to say 50.
50. And what is the purpose of your group, Colin? Connect with your soul group. What is the purpose of your group? What do you achieve?
Light workers.
Your light workers. And as you're looking at these 50 people, and I want you to walk around and glance at each and every one of them and see if there's one particular soul member there that you connect with more than the rest. Ask them to come forward and describe this soul to me. What do they look like?
Native American.
Native American. And as you can telepathically communicate with this soul member, what message does he give you there, Colin?
Well done.
What message does he give you?
Well done.
Well done. Very good. Well, now we've got that message, Colin. What I want to do is I want us to close that scene, and I'd like permission now from my client to be able to talk to your inner self. So do I have permission for that now? Very good. So I want you to close that scene now and disconnect yourself from that soul group. That's right. And what I want you to do now, Steve, is I want you to take a nice deep breath in and step to one side of your body and allow your inner self to come forward. And I want your inner self now to be connecting with all of your system and connecting with your voice so that I can speak to your inner self today. So good afternoon, inner self.
Hello.
Hello. Tell me, inner self, are you male or are you female?
Neither.
You're neither. So what are you then? Are you an energy?
Mm-hmm.
You're an energy. And do you have a colour as an energy?
Gold.
You have a colour gold. Tell me, how many lives have you been with my client?
Just this one.
Just this one. So what's the purpose of you supporting him with this life today?
Raise consciousness.
To raise consciousness. And tell me, energy, whereabouts do you come from?
Palladium.
You're the Palladians? Well, I'd like now to be able to do a body scan. So with your help, I want you to do a body scan now, starting from the top of the head. Oh, and working your way down, just scanning the body now for any negative energy, any attachments, past life memories or thought patterns, just going down the torso now into the tummy area. All the way down the legs to the toes, and let's scan all the way up. So tell me, Palladium, is there anything in the body that I can work on today? Anywhere?
Plexus.
The solar plexus?
Knees.
Solar plexus, the knees,
Elbow.
and the elbow. Is that the left or the right?
Right.
So what I want to do is first I want to connect with this energy in the solar plexus. So as I connect with this energy, and as all energy is consciousness, I want this energy to have a voice and speak to me today. So when you're ready, I'm going to bring it up to the throat. Energy, talk to me. What are you doing there in the solar plexus?
Interference.
Interference. Tell me, energy, do you have a name or are you just energy there?
Just energy.
You're just energy. And how long have you been there in this solar plexus?
All time.
All time. So were you sent, or did you just decide to live in this body?
Because of his plan.
His plan. So what's
We had to stop.
Who is we?
Just we.
So what is his plan then?
Raise consciousness.
To raise consciousness. So, and what is your purpose in this body then? Is that to
stop.
To stop.
Solar plexus is the bridge.
The solar plexus is the bridge. Fantastic. So tell me, now you've been highlighted. It's your time to leave. How do you feel about that?
So be.
Well, I'm going to connect now by putting my hand here on your solar plexus. I want you to go in there now, and I want you to start pulling all the cords of your energy out of this solar plexus. Feel it now? Yeah, very good. Very slowly start pulling all the roots where you've embedded yourself, bringing it up, and I want you to bring it up and put it into my hand. Very good. Keep drawing it up, and the more I talk, the stronger and stronger. Very good. Magnetic my hand becomes, and I'm going to be calling on Archangel Michael and his team to come now. Very good. And with the support of the angels now, surrounding you with a vibration of love. This energy can no longer hold on. And tell me, have I got it all in my hand now? Keep drawing this energy up. Keep drawing this energy up until it's very good. And I'm going to ask Archangel Michael now to put his sword of light into this solar plexus and to start gathering up all those fragments that you've left. That's right. Keep bringing it up, gently, bringing it up into my hand. And have I got it all now? bringing it up, allowing that solar plexus to become free. And have I got all your energy now? Do I have all the energy in my hand? Thank you very much. I'm going to take that energy and I'm going to offer that energy up to the universe, and may the light of the universe always accompany it. So inner self, tell me, how does the solar plexus look now?
Radiant.
So what can we put in that solar plexus to begin to heal it? Do we have a colour that you want to use, or a word?
Amethyst.
Amethyst. So as I place my hand here on the solar plexus, I'd like Ascended Master Elmora to come down with the amethyst now.
And sugar light.
And sugar light. And I want them to place the crystal energy and the vibration of these crystals into the tummy area, and I want you to feel them soaking into every fibre muscle of your body. See them soothing all where those roots have been pulled, clearing that energy now, making it smoother and smoother. And I'm going to ask Archangel Michael now to begin to turn your solar plexus in a clockwise direction, and see him turning your solar plexus in a clockwise direction, nice and steady to begin with. Very good. And see it getting faster and faster as it spins faster and faster. It's beginning to illuminate brighter and brighter. And as it spins faster and faster, see all the negative fragments that were in that solar plexus just flicking off now. You're going faster and faster and faster, brighter and brighter, so fast all the negative energy that was in your solar plexus can no longer hold on. Very good. And I'm going to place the amethyst in there now, and that sugar light. And I'm going to tap you on the forehead and seal that in. So, inner self, tell me about your knees. What's going on about your knees?
Wear and tear.
Wear and tear. Is that in both of your knees?
Mm.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to connect with this energy. Is it more in the left?
More right.
More in the light. There's temperature difference. I'm going to connect with this energy now, and I'm going to bring this energy up to the voice so we can find out what's going on. So when you're ready, I'm going to bring it up to the throat. So what are you doing there in the knees?
Time of change.
Trying to change?
Time to change.
Time to change. Tell me, are you an energy or are you a person?
Energy.
You're an energy. So when did you fit into my client? When did you slip in? What was he doing that allowed you to get into his energy?
High electricity.
I see. So as your energy, and you know that it is time for you to go, what symptoms do you cause my client?
Fluid, pain.
Pain. So you're not being
Grating.
really helpful towards my client, are you? No. So are you ready to leave? Are you ready to move back to spirit?
So be it.
So be it. Thank you very much. Well, I'm going to connect now with your energy. And I want you to go in to the muscles and fibres around these knees now, connecting slowly. and deeply. And I want you to pull all the cords of your energy out of these knees and follow each and every root and very slowly pulling them up and up and up and up and up till they're in my hand. And have I got all your energy now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take that from you and offer that energy up to the universe. Inner self, what can I replace into these knees to help soothe those knees?
Fluid.
Fluid. So as I place my hands here, I'm going to call on Archangel Raphael to come now with the colour blue, the wonderful fluid colour blue. And I want you to imagine that this blue liquid energy is now being poured into your knees, soaking in to every muscle, fibre and cell, repairing, replenishing your body. And I'm going to tap you on the forehead and seal that in. Now, inner self, you said that there was something in the elbows. Is it both elbows or is it the left or the right?
Right.
It's in the right elbow. So I'm now going to connect with that energy there. And I'm going to ask that energy to speak to me now and bring it up to the throne. What are you doing there in the elbow there?
Restriction.
Restriction. What is the purpose of you restricting him?
Can't heal.
He can't heal?
Can't pass the energy on.
Oh, you're there so he can't pass the energy on.
Uh-huh.
Were you sent to my client?
Uh-huh.
Who was it that sent you to my client?
Group.
The group? So, describe to me what you do to him. What symptoms do you cause him?
Just restrict the energy.
So why are you restricting his energy? What is he actually capable of?
He doesn't know.
Well, you can tell me.
Everything.
He was a shaman in a past life. Is he a healer? So why don't you want him to shine his light then?
Because it will spread.
Now's the time come that he needs to shine his light. And tell me, where have you actually come from, energy? Do you come from a different planet or a group?
Space.
You've come from space.
The space between space.
You've come from the space between space. So, who governs you then?
Reptilians.
The reptilians. Thank you very much. Do we have permission to speak to the reptilians today? Is there a reptilian that would like to come forward and speak with me?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, reptilian. What can I call you?
Chalk.
Chalk?
Chalk.
So how...
Chalk.
Thank you very much. How long have you been in my client?
Ah. 1976.
So what was he doing in 1976 that caused you to...
He was waking up.
He was waking up. So is it not for the reptilians to allow us light workers to wake up?
Only takes one.
It only takes one what? Explain that to me.
Like a virus.
So we're like a virus. It only takes one of us to wake up and we all start waking up.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you want us to wake up? I thought we were all supposed to be connecting with each other.
You're trying to put words in my mouth.
I'm not, you're able to speak freely, but in the spiritual realm, when I ask you a question, you are to answer it. So I want you to answer that question.
Look at the scorpions.
Look at the scorpions.
Race. The scorpion race.
Yes, and what about the scorpion race?
That is where I am from.
Oh, I see. I see. And what is the purpose of you reptilians? What is it that you want to achieve?
Domination.
Domination. You're not really doing a very good job of that, are you? Because you keep getting highlighted.
But we breed the same as you do.
You breed the same as we do. Do you use our eggs to breed?
Sort of.
Well, how do you feel about going back to where you came now, because you've been highlighted today, and so it's now time for you to go. This man is going to shine, and there isn't simply nothing that you can do about it. You've been highlighted and basically your number's up. Are you ready to leave now?
More will come.
Well, we'll deal with those when they come. So when you're ready, I want to connect now with your energy in this. And I want you to draw your energy out, draw it out, bringing you into my hand. That's right. It's time for you to go home. I want you to collect all your luggage, all your energy, and draw it out and pull all those roots and put it into my hand. Are you ready to leave now? I'm going to take that up to the universe, and may the light of the universe always accompany it. And now I'd like Archangel Michael and his team to come and surround you now. And I want them to begin to walk around your body now until they go faster and faster and faster, until they make a ring of light. And see that ring of light becoming a golden colour. And this is a gold colour of protection. And when I click my fingers, I'm going to ignite the outside of that with a violet flame, so that you're going to be totally protected now. Totally protected. So these reptilians will not be able to penetrate your energy. So when you're ready, see that violet flame coming now. That's right. Totally surrounded. So tell me, inner self, why is my client going round in circles with his life? What's happening there?
With the entities and survival, he has to go round in circles.
I see. Have we not cleared him of his entities now and the attachments?
One more.
One more? So where does this energy or attachment reside in his body?
Sciatic nerve.
The sciatic nerve. So I'm going to place my hand on your tummy, and my energy from my hand is going to go down to your back. Down, down, down into that sciatic nerve. And I'm going to connect with that energy now and bringing that energy up, 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 up up, 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 up to the throat. Energy, talk to me. What are you doing down there in the sciatic nerve?
Interference again.
Interference. Are you an energy or are you a reptilian or what are you?
I'm not sure what I am.
So what symptoms do you cause my client down there?
Little jab of pain every now and again. Just to take his focus.
Just to take his focus? So you cause him to lose his attention? So you're not being very helpful to him then, are you? So how do you feel about moving on today? Going back to spirit?
Everybody has their path.
So I'm going to connect again now. And as my hand is here, it's going to go down deep and deep and deep to the core of that energy. Feel yourself pulling up. Feel yourself pulling up, 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 up into my hand. That's right. Unraveling those ties. It's time to go home. And have I got all that energy in my hand now? Thank you very much. I'm going to offer that energy up to the universe, and may the light of the universe always accompany. What can I replace in this area now that will help heal my client?
It will rebalance itself.
Thank you. Do you have any other messages for us today, Inner Self? Is there a message for my client or for anybody else? Or have we finished today?
Strength is in numbers.
Strength is in numbers.
Beware of the ego, the ones that stand by themselves. They are not true.
I see. Well, I'll be sure to express that and get that out there. But now we've come to the end of our session. So thank you very much for working with me, Inner Self, but it's now time for you to step back and allow my client to connect more with his body, coming in with his circulation now, feeling the circulation going up and down in his body. Feel his toes wiggling. Very good, very good. Knowing that you've been on an amazing journey, feeling wonderful all over. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready, open your eyes and come back to the room. Wow.
Got 'em right through.
Yeah.
What the bloody hell are you done to me?
Wow.
Oh, man.
You had a reptilian with you.
Do I look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards? Because I feel like...
Well, we did pull an awful lot of negative energy out of you, and your body was quite stressful. How do you feel? Tired?
Not tired, just...
Well, you went to several past lives. You were a shaman. American Indian shaman.
But I also know what time I'll die this lifetime.
Do you?
I'll be 72.
72. Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Unless things
so how
change.
do you feel that this session went today? Because we got rid of those attachments and those reptilians.
Oh, yes.
They were scuppering your light, weren't they?
So now I can see why maybe for a few months, or let's call it a short period of time, I'd have free rein, then all of a sudden everything would stop.
Yeah, they were trying to stop you, to prevent you from going forward. But they're gone now.
Let's see what I achieve
So
now.
there's nothing stopping you now, shining your light. And when we were taking that energy out of your solar plexus, wow, your whole body was lifting off the sofa.
It didn't want to go.
No.
It had been there a long time.
So do you think it's been worthwhile, this regression?
No. Of course it has.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. Well, I'm going to stop
I
this.
just thought I'd come here today, get a shoulder massage, maybe a bit of healing. I wasn't expecting this, Jane.